Oh man, event start. Oh yes, we are live. How's everybody doing? Welcome to another podcast, Nicktendo Direct Podcast, episode 19. That's episode 19. It's a good day. It's a great day. It's a great Sunday. Seahawks won. You know,
not that great.
Oh man, just stop hating. Stop hating. The Seahawks won. Had a good day. And I hope everybody's having a good day out there as well. Man, don't worry about who they play. They just won. That's all you need to worry about. That's all you need to worry about.
All right.
This man.
Oh, they went against Oakland Raiders. Okay.
Hey, don't worry. Don't worry. I mean, maybe. Fake face says trash talks. Regardless, we ain't talking about football. We're here talking about video games. And so, how's everybody on the panel? How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Good.
Chilling. No complaints.
Yes, sir. Who we got in the chat here? We got Nut Stitch, the fake mate, dumb guy gaming. Let's see here. Everybody hit that like button. Let's get this thing to 10 likes before we get this thing started. We're waiting on the homie Saltiest Gaming. He's running a little bit behind. So he texted me and said, hey, do my intro last. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So without further ado, I got to echo. Without further ado, let's go ahead and start with the panel right now. We got Chips and Sticks. What's going on, man?
Yo, what is good, everybody? Nick, thanks for having me on the podcast.
Always.
Again. I enjoy it. Just doing some streams and making some videos. Trying to entertain you guys. Got my main man Squirtle right there behind me.
Other side, bro. Other side.
Yeah, he's switching up. He be switching up sometimes. He trying to get me on my own videos and live streams. He be trying to get me. But
why don't you ever show Gengar some love?
Gengar, you know what? Because it's not his time yet. You know what I'm saying?
It's not his time yet.
He's gonna shine closer to the end of the month when it's Halloween.
Okay.
And when I get Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, I'm gonna have both of them right behind me because that's gonna be part of the main team.
All right. I'm just saying you need to show Gengar a little bit more love. Gengar's the homie. Gengar is that Pokemon. But either way, we got Avidon Smith back again. What's going on, bro?
I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. Thank you for having me back. Pretty productive week. I managed to get videos out every single day last week. So that was a pretty productive week. And excuse me for that. For those of you who don't know, I'm dipping back into gaming news with the new series called Prime Time.
Prime Time is
give you guys a little update. OST reviews are gonna be relaxed for a little bit until we get more people into our squad. More people attached to the Avidon army. We need to go ahead and get more primetime news, get more newcomers to the channel, and on top of that, we're gonna get more opinion videos. I got some things I want to really talk about, especially with Nintendo Switch voice chat, and it's not the video you think is going to come from me. It's going to be pretty fun, so look forward for that this week. And
that is what we like to call a good plug there, people. A great plug. Be on the lookout for that video. Saltiest Gaming says we'll be here soon. All right, bro, we're waiting for you. Monkey Punch. I see you. Skull Stomper. I see you. G5 in the chat. I see you. Ashtray. I see you as well. We got 15 people in here. Everybody hit that like button. Let's get this thing to 20 likes. And so next on the list is Super Andrew 64 back yet again. Last week he had Canadian Thanksgiving. He had Thanksgiving there, so he couldn't make it. How was the food, man?
Oh, it was delicious. I love turkey. I could eat it all day. Then I eat it all day and I get sick of it.
All day.
But
all day, good. Every day.
Like I mentioned, we do ham. We do ham over here.
Oh, I ham
too. We do ham. Where I'm from. I see Turbo Jesse in the chat. Turbo Jesse, I see you, bruh. Appreciate you for stopping by. But yeah, Super Andrew.
Can't do this.
What you have going on lately, Super Andrew?
Channel wise, I have a lot of stuff planned. I actually got that Hori Joy-Con with the D-pad, so I think I'll do a review on that.
Okay.
What else? And then I probably do I know there's lots of reviews for Spider-Man out, but that game is just so amazing, and I have to do one. just amazing.
No pun intended.
No.
Yo, I'm about to say the same thing, G5. I'm noticing that Fortnite Monopoly in the background, bruh.
Yes.
Drop the link so you can subscribe. G5, his link is in the description box. I'll go ahead and copy and paste the link for you. So that way you can go ahead and hit that.
We got to talk about that somehow. That's gonna be incorporated somehow into the conversation.
Hey, I don't know.
Yeah, I got that last week at EV Games, and it's $25, so why not?
You said senpai. Oh man, G5 is funny, man. G5 is funny. So we got some good topics for y'all. We got some pretty decent topics. We're gonna talk about the N64 Classic, these photos that leaked over the weekend, quote unquote leaked. We're gonna talk about Sony and Xbox and their plans for next gen. Sony's going ahead and said that they're working on their next gen hardware. Xbox released some of their plans, so we're gonna talk about that. And then we're going to have a little bit of more fun. We're going to have some lighthearted topics. Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle 2, possibly. Ubisoft put out a survey talking about which characters would you like to see, so we're just going to have fun with that. And then there also was some news that came out today, and we'll start with this topic because it's kind of unfortunate. Even though I am like that guy that always likes to bang on Sony, there's also people that like to ruin things for everybody. And so, Saltiest Gaming's in here. What's going on, bro?
What up?
Hey.
What up?
Hey,
Hey. Good, brother.
I just gotta say that I'm crazy right now. I've been moving stuff out of the storage locker. I don't know if my internet's good or not. How do I sound? Am I good?
Great.
Am I okay?
You sound good.
Really
You sound
good.
good.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, sweating all over the place. I barely got my desk set up, so I'm happy to be here, guys. Sorry I'm late.
Oh, bro.
What did I miss? Just intros or
Just intros.
Yeah.
Just intros. We're starting off
Let's
with the first
intro.
topic. So
All right,
yeah,
cool.
the first topic we're gonna be talking about, like I said, we're just gonna talk about this. Like I said, normally I am that dude that's like always banging on Sony because you know me, I'm the Nintendo and Xbox guy. I always like to just kind of throw shots at people that like Sony, but it's all in good fun, right? When we're not really out here hating on any console, really, it's just for all in good fun. But apparently today there was a hack going around. People were sending messages out to people on the PlayStation Network, and if you open the message, apparently it would brick your PlayStation. And then you would have to do a factory reset to pretty much get your PlayStation back working. And I mean, I just hate stuff like this. Like, people got to ruin stuff for everybody. Like I said, we do this console stuff. We do this console war stuff for fun. We don't like actually take it personal. But when stuff like this happens, it's just like, good Lord, people, like, come on, grow up. What are you guys' thoughts? Anybody just throw out your thought.
But that's the thing though, like I'll take this since I'm the resident Sony guy. People always wanna ruin things for everybody. You know, they take these console wars to heart, like it's a serious matter. And you know, they're like, oh, you know what, I can show how this sucks, and then they hack it and then just like ruin everything. And then the other side is gonna be like, I can show how this sucks, and then hack it and then and ruin it too. So it's like, when you do that, nobody wins, because now you're putting everybody's security at risk. All 80 million people, or just whoever, just gamers in general. Like, all of our account information is on there. If some people save their credit card information on there, all of that stuff is bound to be misused whenever it's under attack. And then that causes problems for the individual, because now on their end, they have bank issues and fraud, I'm saying, identity theft and all this other crazy stuff. Like, it makes people not want to enjoy the platforms that they actually have, that they spend good money on. And it sucks, but the hackers, they're not gonna really care. They're just gonna keep doing it. Please don't do it to me. Don't do it to me. I got nothing but love for you. Just gotta put that out there.
Nah, 100%. I actually agree with Chips 100%, because same thing with Sony. It's like, staying with Sony first, it's like truly despicable. It's like, you're attacking people for what reason? For bragging rights, for the sake of, I'm doing it because I can do it. That's why these people do it. They do it because they can. Right. And it's kind of like how, and not to derail, but still going to stay on topic of hackers. It's like how Nintendo is getting hit with hackers because Nintendo's not offering different things. Hackers take it upon themselves to say, well, we can do this better than you guys, and offer it as a service better to Nintendo. Except in this case, it's like, and Chips, I'm not trying to put like people are are, you know, being fake and not, you know, being real in every circumstance. When Nintendo gets hacked, it's no, oh, that's your fault, Nintendo. That's your fault.
Yeah, I mean, I don't believe that. Like, nobody should be hacking systems from the jump.
I agree with you, but
like no platform is perfect. I'm saying Nintendo's not perfect, Sony's not perfect, Microsoft's not perfect. I'm saying there's things that they can do to change, but like nobody should be hacking it to prove that point. You know what I'm saying? Because now you just definitely ruining it for everybody.
And that's what they've been doing. They've been doing that with Splatoon. Splatoon 2 has been hacked. Hackers been abusing Splatoon 2 to get their point across. Like, Nintendo, do this as a form of threatening. And what gets me is because it's what the fans want, the fans are siding with the hackers. And I'm like, that's not good. Now, where we have a case like this, where it can brick your PlayStation, where it's actually harmful to the user, all of a sudden it's like, no, we don't want you to do that. I'm like, hacking should just be called out across the board. Whether it's for your benefit, whether it's not for your benefit, it should be called out across the board.
Like, y'all remember back in the 360 days and the PS3 days when like the 360 was getting hacked and everybody was like, oh, you know, their servers suck, their security suck, and then a few months later, Sony was getting hacked. Like, it was just like, it was ridiculous. And with that one, you know, that's when people was really feeling it, because they were getting like $150 charges for games that they never bought. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy, and then they was shutting down servers for like months on end. Like, I remember they did that with the Xbox 360, I think, for a little bit. And then they was really hard on Sony because it was like months where we couldn't play online. The only thing you can do was like watch Netflix or something, kind of like get by the error messages just to use your PlayStation for a little while. And then they finally fixed it.
It's pretty crazy, man. Like,
listen to the G5 Toby Essence. PSN sucked before and it sucks now.
I was waiting for you to see that. I was waiting for you to see that.
Yeah, just like with like
go ahead.
Yeah, just like myself here. I'm a new PS4 owner, and it really sucks that people have to take the fun out of it and exploit this hack. And because I know I would be really upset if I got that message and like basically I had to reset my console because I don't have PlayStation Plus right now, so I would lose all like my save data and everything. So it's just really unfortunate that people have to do that. And yeah, I agree with like Chips with even if it's good or bad, like it's hacking shouldn't be done. It's just I just don't see the
yeah, man.
It does give like good benefits for some, like with the Nintendo Switch for like, you know, like local saves and stuff, but it just ruins the experience for a lot of users. And in this case with PlayStation, it's just there's no benefit to anyone here. It just ruins the experience.
Yeah, man. I remember right around Christmas 2014, Destiny had just came out. Destiny's DLC just came out. I was big into Destiny, and Lizard Squad went ahead and hacked Xbox Live servers. And Xbox Live servers were down for like a day on Christmas Day, or was it Christmas Eve or Christmas Day? And I
remember that.
A lot of people, let's think about it. Like, how many people are during Christmas night are going to get on their Xbox because they got home from whatever family events? You got the day off. You're going to be playing whatever games you bought, whatever kids got games that they bought that day, or the presents that they got that day, and they can't play them because somebody's hacking. I just, like Frankmate said, it when it ruins your online experience and when it ruins your experience, it's an issue. And this one clearly is in that realm of, hey, click on this message. And I don't know how they're making the message look. Somebody said that they just got a random message and it looked like an official message, and they clicked on it, boom, their PlayStation was bricked. And it's just ridiculous, man. People just gotta quit, man. Like, just because you can do something doesn't mean you should do something. And you know, but at the end of the day, those people are pretty much sociopaths at that point. They just do it just because they can, and they do it because they don't care. You know what I mean? Like the Joker, you know, some people just want to watch the world burn.
Yeah.
100%. Either way, excuse me, that'll do it for that topic. We're going to go ahead and move into this one. Another lighthearted topic, Mario Rabbids. So apparently Ubisoft posted a survey on Twitter asking people what Nintendo characters would you like to see in possibly an upcoming game. The funny thing is they didn't really post any other Nintendo property but Mario. So it was like random Mario characters, whether it was Waluigi, Wario, just any Mario character you can think of was like on this list. So people are now tying two together. Plus Ubisoft, the company that made, or the studio that made Mario Rabbids, went ahead and posted they're working on another AAA game. So now people are putting 2 and 2 together. People are thinking, oh my goodness, we're getting another Mario plus Rabbids game, or maybe we're getting another Ubisoft game where they make something based on Mario. What do you guys think about this? What would you like to see? What do you think we're gonna see? Who would you like to see in the game?
I would like to see a brand new Ubisoft outside of Mario and plus Rabbids. I mean, Mario plus Rabbids was a great game, but I feel as though making a sequel of that will kind of kill the aura and the spark of it. Like, let the first one get some age on it first before you go ahead and add a sequel to it and make a brand new title with Mario. In fact, make a Mario game, a Mario themed game that is in a Ubisoft world or something like that. I'm not really, I know outside of Assassin's Creed, like what other Ubisoft games there are that you think it will mesh well with Mario? Because it's like, if you say, like, they're asking us our opinions, honestly, in my personal opinion, I would like to see a Samus and Assassin's Creed crossover.
Ooh, that would be pretty weird and crazy. That would be weird and crazy.
I would like to see a crossover between those two. You know, where you know, Samus actually has to be covered up, kind of. But you know, that's just where I'm at with that. I'm thinking some type of new game.
I hope I really do hope it's a new game. Like I said, I don't really like you said, I agree with you. Rabbids 2, if it came out, that'd be too soon in my opinion. Like I said, it just came out last year. Great game. Exactly. It's a fun game, and you're already making another one, and like, come on now. Yeah, I do agree. It needs to be a whole separate game, but it seems like they're sticking to the Mario universe, it looks like, because of the way the way they posted this. So I don't know what more they could do with that list other than make another sequel, or maybe work on some sort of, I have no clue what Ubisoft could do at this point. I really don't.
Ubisoft can make an original IP to go with Mario.
Maybe. Yeah.
I mean, that would be nice.
They can make a brand new IP just to go with Mario.
You know what would be cool is if they did a game that, which is maybe it may have already been done, somebody correct me, where they take the villains and turn them into the heroes. So you get Waluigi and the Warriors, and they got to team up and do something. That would be dope.
No Waluigi.
Why are you steady hating on Waluigi, dog? Why? I don't understand this hate you have for Waluigi.
What about
it's because of people like Abaddon, while Waluigi is not in Smash coming up. That's exactly what it is. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Abaddon hacked Smash and put a ban on Waluigi.
Hey,
and I'll say this too.
Hashtag Abaddon hacks.
Hashtag Abaddon loves the PS Vita.
Hey, no. But I don't need this. I don't need this.
I don't need this. He gonna mute his camera. Get out of here, man.
My god.
All right, Andrew, what do you think, bro? What do you think?
Maybe an Assassin's Creed Odyssey and Super Mario Odyssey crossover. They already got the same name.
That's funny. Assassin's Creed Odyssey meets Super Mario Odyssey. That would be pretty funny. Crazy.
Yeah, as for the new game, I really think that's a better direction to go, because you say like Rabbids came out last year, it'd be like the sports game like formula, so it would take away from the fun of Mario Rabbids right now. But yeah, I'm hoping to see a new experience, and I couldn't guess like what it is. Like I'm kind of excited to know what it is going to be in the future. So I just hope it's not another Mario Rabbids 2. So.
Yeah,
I know what it is.
Odyssey crossover.
Oh, you know what it is, Chips? What is it?
Let me drop a gem on y'all.
All right.
Ubisoft is throwing everyone off with this. It's a new Star Fox game. I'm calling it.
Yo.
New Star Fox game.
Hold on now. Hold on.
Starlink is gonna be the taste.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying, just to wet our beaks, and then just bam. Star Fox,
Chips.
Nintendo,
Chips.
Ubisoft.
Stop.
It's gonna be the Star Fox that we all.
I'm blown away. Actually,
I got one better.
I'm telling you,
I agree.
I
agree.
Yo, Nick.
You know what it is? I know what the game is.
Star Fox we all wanted.
I know what the game is going to be.
PS Vita collection.
Look at his face.
Yo, he's tight.
Sorry, go on.
Anyway,
Hold on, wait. I just want to say, I'm 100% with Toby Essence. If I'm right, all y'all owe me $500.
No. Anyway, what it's gonna be?
One Pink Dread. If I'm right, Avedon dies. The One Pink Dread. We're gonna keep.
No, I didn't agree to that. We didn't shake on it.
It's what the fans want.
I don't care. We didn't shake on it.
You gotta give it to the people.
Get that one dread you got on your right shoulder right there. That one dread you just got laying on your right shoulder, pink, right there.
No. But anyway, the game that I see it being, I'm just gonna go on a wild guess. Mother 3.
What? This man said Mother 3. Has Ubisoft ever worked on an RPG like that though? Like, does anybody recall?
I don't think that would happen simply because there's the studio that was working on Mother already, and Nintendo just doesn't want to put it out.
Oh. I mean, since Nintendo, Ubisoft are buddies now. I mean, but Star Fox seems like a better idea though.
Yeah. I mean, that Star Fox idea, you know what? Like, I could see that happening with Miyamoto just saying, look, you guys did well with Mario. You put Starlink, you put Star Fox on Starlink, and that was lit. Go ahead and put the next one out. Like, I could see that happening, and I would welcome that. Actually, I haven't played Starlink. Is anybody in here played it yet?
I'm not getting it.
I pre-ordered it.
Yeah,
so
I haven't played
$60, bruh. I'm broke. I need to save money.
Word.
Hey,
I didn't say something. I'm saying for Smash.
Everybody's saving for Smash, bro. I'm saving for
special edition Smash.
Yeah, true.
So no, that Smash is some bread, bruh. Nah.
All right, salty.
Games ain't cheap. Games cost bread.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Let's hope it's Star Fox.
That's why you trade in your games and the ones you don't play anymore.
Yeah. I will say this. I hope it's Star Fox. I really do. Now that Chips brought that up, I hope he's right. That would be lit. They don't have to put another Mario Rabbids Kingdom, or take my idea and give us a game where the villains are the good guys. That'd be really funny. And
both of you guys had dope ideas, though. I was just trolling when I said Mother 3. Both of you guys had some really good ideas. Yeah. But Salty, man, yo, don't.
But that's also coming before the end of the year. I'm gonna let y'all know.
What, Mother 3?
Yep.
A release or a trailer?
I would say a trailer.
Okay. I'm about to look at you like, yo, what?
It's too late for that to be a 2018 game. There's way too much coming out. It would have to be. It would have to be a 2019 game.
Man. Real fast, yo, Saltiest, man. Don't worry about it, bro. Just try to take care of everything. Don't let the computer get you raging, man.
For real. Ed says Goku and Xbox are trash. I mean, only half of that statement is correct. Only half of that statement is correct.
I mean,
it was the first half.
Goku's a much better father than Naruto, I'll say that much.
Oh.
What?
I went there. I went there.
Okay, let's be careful. Okay, last time I talked bad about Goku, I lost like 3 subs. So let's chill out. Let's chill out. All right, let's chill out. But I will say this
in a good way.
Hashtag we love Goku.
I will say this much: Gon is better than Goku.
He is.
That's why I said it. Gon is better than Goku. Gon is pretty much.
Well, okay. Gon is better than Kid Goku. Let me rephrase that.
Fair enough. All right, so let's go.
He's better than Kid Goku.
Let's go ahead and move on to the next topic. Go ahead and talk about this N64 Classic, quote unquote, leak here, people. Like, so apparently there was some photos that leaked, and some people are saying that, oh, it's legit. This is great. And some other people are saying that's not cool. That's not real. Like, that the adapter that they're showing isn't even like powerful enough to power a game console. So this is 100% fake out there. what do you guys think about this leak? And we already heard ever since the PS Classic was announced that Nintendo's kind of already on their wagon with getting the N64 Classic out. We talked about, it's 1996 again with these two consoles. So, what do y'all think about this leak? Do you think it's real, legit? What are your thoughts on it?
I think it's plausible. Okay,
you can go
ahead, Drew. No, you got it. My bad.
All right. Okay. I think they're pretty convincing. I think they're real, and just if you compare with the Super Nintendo Classic and the NES Classic, the bottom, the writing is pretty much the same, and so I think they're real. And as for release, I think maybe maybe a little after the PS Classic or early 2019, just because
I don't know. What if they announced it in November, bruh? Like, what if they came out and was like, okay, we're gonna get ahead of this and body the PlayStation Classic, and they come out and they announce it in November, and like, oh, by the way, it's coming out in November. Like, that would be crazy. I don't think.
Yo, honestly, you know what, Nick? I don't put it past them. Like, to your point, Nintendo may pull a Sony. Now I think what Nintendo's waiting for Sony to announce their next line of games. And then after they announce their next line of games, they're just going to drop the N64 Classic. Like, here's the N64 Classic. Get these Black Friday deals right now.
That's possible. It's possible.
And then if they get the Black Friday, if they get the Black Friday deals, that puts them in a much higher advantage than PlayStation Mini, because PlayStation Mini comes out December, right?
December 6th.
December 6th, the day before Smash Brothers. So it's like, it really puts them at a real disadvantage. That's coming out after Black Friday. Nintendo between now and then could go ahead and put that out there, because you got to remember, it's not that they got to develop any games on this, and it's not like the hardware isn't there. They've probably been working on the hardware. All they got to do is just download all the ROMs onto the hardware once the hardware is done, and then boom, out.
Born Distracted says in the chat, if it's real, then it's likely coming this holiday. I kind of agree with that. I think, like you said, it makes sense for them to put it out in November if they already have their ducks in a row and all this stuff. And I mean, think about it. If they announced it just out of the blue, and it didn't even have to be out of the blue, but if they just announced it here pretty soon, people would go crazy. People would go nuts for the thing. And I mean, think about like what games, all the games that could be possible on that thing. Like it would sell.
What games would you want on there?
I mean,
what games would you want on there?
We gotta have for sure, like the staple. We gotta have Mario 64. That's gonna be number one, obviously.
Gotta have both Zeldas.
Gotta have at least one, but probably both Zeldas.
Mario Kart.
You gotta have Star Fox 64 on the thing. Got to.
That's four.
I mean, I can't play the 64 without hearing "use the boost." All that stuff.
Double barrel,
like all that stuff. So like. Can't go without that. Pokemon Snap, I would like to see that. I don't know if that would be a staple, but Pokemon Snap would be good.
Mario Kart.
Smash 1.
I got a question at you guys.
What's that?
Between Rogue Squadron and Star Wars Shadows of the Empire, which one should be on there?
Ooh.
I never played any of those Star Wars games, so
I've only played Squadron, but I know how Shadows of the Empire has been revered. So
Shadows of the Empire.
I'm gonna have to go with Rogue Squadron, but I know how revered Shadows of the Empire is. Solo News says Kirby 64. That's another good one. Welcome to the podcast, by the way, bro. Appreciate you for stopping by.
Donkey Kong 64?
No.
That's a rare title.
But the reason, so Rogue Squadron would be a good game. I would say Diddy Kong Racing would be another good game.
Ooh, yeah, but it's also rare. Like, don't they have to get the green light from Microsoft in those situations?
No, because they own the characters to Donkey Kong.
Banjo, Banjo Nuts. Once again, that's another rare title that has been on the Xbox. So
not Banjo. See, yes, even though that's a rare title, but they own the titles to those games. So I think there'll be more leg room for them to use the Donkey Kong games because they own Donkey Kong.
Exactly.
That's why. So the rights to Donkey Kong, where the copyright is funny with copyright laws, But where there'll be the most infringement is using characters that are only a part of the Rare franchise and have no properties towards Nintendo.
Right. Well,
Nintendo's own the rights and the properties towards Donkey Kong. Now, the only part where it will get tricky is if these were levels that could only be designed in a Rare studio, then that's where the problem would be.
Didn't they have issues? Well, they didn't have issues, but didn't they like have to get permission from Rare to get King K. Rool on Smash?
I can't confirm that, so I don't know.
Okay, that's what I thought I heard something like that because like they were talking about having Rare representation on Smash, and then here comes King K. Rool. Everybody thought it was gonna be Banjo, but it was King K. Rool.
Someone on Twitter asked Phil Spencer if he was okay lending Rare characters out to Smash, and he said yes. So I don't see why not. Could be on the N64.
I mean, it's true. Phil Spencer is in Japan right now.
I would say, to your question, Andrew, I would say Smash is one thing because Smash generates a whole lot more hype and revenue. This is like an old IP. So it's like there's more of a trade-off with Smash for them than this. I don't know why, but I don't see them doing it with an old IP. I see them like, here, you could just take one character. Taking an old game, the narrative changes a little bit.
That's when the money gets funny.
Yeah, it does. It does. But I would say another game that we would need to get on there is Turok. We need to put Turok.
Yeah,
that is really going back.
We need to put Turok 1 on there, man. I'm just thinking of games of when I was back home. I saw a whole bunch of my N64 games, so I'm just going to
dead franchise.
Man, that game was dope too.
Perfect Dark.
That's Rare.
That's Rare. Just like why they couldn't put James Bond on there.
I know Pokemon I was gonna say GoldenEye, but there's another thing. Pokemon Stadium will be cool, but we talked about this before.
Yeah, the transfer packs.
Transfer packs. Unless they like let you plug in your Game Boy cartridges into like a memory card slot or something.
That'd be dope.
That seems like too much work for them to do.
But then here's a question. Yeah. Now here's the other question. What about unreleased titles?
Like what?
I don't know, because it's like we got Star Fox 2 on the Super NES Classic.
So you mean unreleased titles in the West, or?
Yes. Yeah, unreleased titles in the West, like other games in the West. And if this game's gonna go
Master Quest.
Master Quest, yeah, Zelda Master Quest.
They actually put the Master Quest of Zelda as the
actual game.
Yeah,
that'd be dope. Or what they could do is, I'm trying to think of other N64 games. Add a wrestling game, like No Mercy
versus NWO.
Yes,
Revenge. Oh my god,
that would be great.
Yes, WWE No Mercy. That was a game. Yeah. No Mercy over 2000. No Mercy was like the best one.
No Mercy over 2000, but 2000 like was that one where you're like,
2000 was good. Like those black cartridges.
Yeah,
bruh. Yo, you know what else they need to do? Add NFL Blitz.
Yeah, but they gotta get that from EA.
That's where this whole thing gets like out of control,
because there's so many games, bro.
That you could put on there. It's the same thing with the PlayStation Classic. There's so many games. You know, they only got 5. What about the other 15? And for the N64, you know, I mean, if it's coming, what 20 games can they really put on there? Because they gotta put hits. They gotta put hits on there that's gonna guarantee some sales.
Pokemon Snap is definitely a hit. Some people say Pokemon Puzzle League, but Pokemon Snap is definitely a hit. So I'll say Pokemon Snap will be one they can put on there. Paper Mario.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. There's the RPG they can put on there.
They can put Paper Mario. They can put F-Zero.
Trying to look at my N64.
All right, I got a list here of top 20 games for the 64. Harvest Moon. 64.
That's one, yeah. Harvest Moon.
Let's see here. Hypnosis. No. Hold on, that's not. Rocket, Robot on Wheels. That was one. That was a big one. Mario Golf, Base Station, Blast Corps. Like, I don't know. Like, all these lists of games are legit. Like Jet Force Gemini. Once again, rare title. There's a lot of rare titles on
you know
the N64.
Listen, I got 2 games. That we need on here.
1080.
2. No. Listen to me, all right? Listen to me. We need these 2 games on the N64 Classic. We need Quest 64.
Oh. Oh no.
Where's NX when you need him? Where's the guy?
Most of all, we need Superman 64. That's all we need.
No,
Stop, dude. Stop, dude. Let's get real. Wave Race 64, Excitebike 64. I mean,
Hey, you Pikachu.
Hey, you Pikachu. No.
Don't do that.
Like, there's so many. There are so many rare titles on the 64. It's not even funny.
Yeah, they're gonna run into a whole lot of
They
licenses.
did, like Conker's Bad Fur Day was another rare game.
Let's just put it this way: Nintendo made a mistake by letting go of rare. Maybe, possibly. I don't know.
Yeah,
they did.
Definitely did.
Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Smash. I think Paper Mario Diddy Kong Racing is definitely a game that you would want to put on there. Mario Tennis.
Yeah, but I don't need Mario Tennis. I need like the solid ones on there. So 1080's on there. Wave Race.
Duke Nukem.
Duke Nukem.
Or Doom.
We'll have to see, dude. I don't know. It's kind of a tough one because we can list probably like 5 Nintendo IPs straight off top of our head, but then everything else is like rare. So like, yeah, it would be too many licensing. Excuse me, too many licensing issues. Like Solo News said, like, yeah, it would become an issue, big time.
Okay.
Yeah, then G5 Toby S in the chat, Spider-Man boys. If only.
Yeah.
Sony would not allow that.
Real.
There were no Metroid games. Born Distracted, there were no Metroid games on the 64. That was one of the biggest drawbacks.
Which was crazy. And you saw how Metroid Prime was. Like, man.
Yeah.
Metroid Prime. Please, can we get that Metroid Prime trilogy on Switch?
Please. Metroid Prime is like Metroid Prime 3 needs to be redone. Like that game was almost ruined because you was forced to use motion controls.
I remember I never got to play 3. I played what was the one on the Wii? Metroid.
Metroid Prime 3.
Was that 3?
Oh, or the other M?
The one on just the Wii where Metroid would get the darkness on her and like...
That's Metroid Prime 3.
Yeah, but see, that one was dope. I know the motion controls, you didn't like it, but I actually liked the motion controls in that, though.
No, I want just buttons.
I did, dude.
I want to shoot with a button. I want the Y button to shoot. I don't want to... Listen, no. I don't want to go like this with my Switch. Like,
Wrong.
I don't want to do this.
Look, I agree with you, but at the time, whenever I was playing that game, it added a cool little element to the game. Yeah, it got old a little bit, but yeah, it added a cool element. I actually enjoyed it. But let's move on to the next topic. Let's just move on to the next topic. Or topics. We're gonna kind of let's talk about each one separately, and then we'll try to bunch them together as what we hope to see in the future. So, Sony was out here talking, and who was the president? The president was saying, like, he said we need next gen hardware. It needs to happen now. And then now they went ahead and confirmed that they're working on their next gen hardware. We talked about this on Abaddon's podcast, what we could see, what we think we would see. And I mean, pretty much we came down to, Abaddon said, I think they're gonna have 8K and all these things, and I said, well, I think it's funny. What if they focused on VR as their next gen hardware? And we had a bunch of ideas. So Sony's working on their stuff there. So instead of like what we think we're going to see, what we think the specs are going to see, what do we want to see from Sony in this one? Let's start with Chip, since he's the big Sony dude.
All right, so all jokes aside, keep a lookout for the PS VR. All jokes aside, I'm being completely serious with this. There's something new with that coming. I can't say where I got the info from. I can't say too much about it, but just keep your eye on that. Now, in terms of what's coming for PS5 or what I would want to see, I would want to see native 4K because now 4K TVs are becoming widely accessible and easier to get. So to have games like, let's just say, Ghost of Tsushima, just to use that as a hypothetical, something like that, right? To see that in like native 4K on your PlayStation 5, I think it would be dope. Like it'll, especially if you have that 4K monitor or TV, that's gonna blow you away. You know what I'm saying? The next generation is gonna be better hardware, and I want to see better software. And that's it.
Better software. All right. Fair enough. Super Andrew, what you got?
Yeah, I can't remember whose podcast was, or is maybe one of your streams during the week. You said that Sony really hasn't done anything innovative this generation. They just basically
did say that.
Yeah, that was you. Okay.
I said it. I'll go ahead and quote. I said it. All I said was that Sony didn't do anything innovative. All they did was let Nintendo and Xbox shoot themselves in the foot. That was me on record.
And I think I followed up on Friday, and I said Sony just played it safe their whole entire. Ever since Sony came out, they just played it safe. From PS1 to PS4, all they did was play it safe.
So there you go. There's two of us. Go ahead, Andrew.
As for what they need, well, what I'd like them to do, I can't speak today. What I'd like for them to do is, have something innovative. Maybe, like what Chip said, maybe something with the VR. Just because that's the only thing Sony really has over the other consoles. That, like, because Xbox and Switch don't have VR, so maybe they could run with that and turn into a whole new gaming experience. And Sony, they're drooling this console generation, and I think with the stepping stones that they put in with VR now and the PSVR, they can make it into something even greater in the next generation. So I just hope to see something new with Sony, and also I hope to see backwards compatibility. That's another big big thing, because with me getting my PS4, I'm kind of sad I can't play my PS3 games on it, because I have a really big library of that. But I know the PS3 is hard to emulate. But I just hope that Sony can find a way to make PS4 games accessible on the PS5. And that's pretty much what I want to see from Sony.
I will say this much. When I did say in Abaddon's podcast, and I have to agree with Chips here, when I heard the quote next gen hardware, my brain immediately thought VR. It really did. For whatever reason, VR hit me. It came to my brain. I was like, they're already working on the PSVR. That they already announced some bigger games coming to the PSVR. It seems like they're really wanting this to be a thing. That was the one thing that hit me real quick, was like PSVR. It has to be PSVR. There has to be something they're working on with the PSVR. And Chips is like sort of confirming it here. So that was my thought. I figured maybe they'll work on the VR here. Maybe they'll figure out a way to keep you from having all those wires everywhere. I don't know what they're gonna do, but I feel like it's got to be something big. It's got to be something big with the VR, because I mean, yes, they can make a console and they can make a powerful console, but they wouldn't be doing anything different than what Xbox would be doing, because Xbox is going to do the same thing. And we discussed that. Right now, we feel like they're on a waiting war with waiting to see who's going to go first with their announcements and whatnot. So I feel like to differentiate themselves, they're going to. I feel like VR is on the horizon here for Sony. That's just my personal opinion. But go ahead, Abaddon.
I wanted to say that I could definitely see how VR could be a real possibility. If anything, VR is their ace in the hole. So it's what PlayStation has over Nintendo, is what PlayStation has over Microsoft. So it would be wise of Sony to put a lot of stock into improving their VR. But as far as stating what I felt as to the 8K comment, here's my thing, and a lot of people disagree with me with my comment on 8K. I want us to really realize how fast we went from 720p to 1080p.
Well, hold on. Fast. I don't mean to disrupt you, but Born Distracted in the chat even said 8K available next year, just to let you guys know.
So, 8K is available this year already. They got TVs available out already.
There you go. So, I mean, You're on track to being right there. I just want to go ahead and say somebody in the chat kind of backed you up on that.
Yeah, like we went from 720p to 1080p kind of quick. 1080p to 4K came fast too. And it's like the year gaps between these where it's ready, and when I'm saying gaps, when it's readily available to the mass public, not just the select few, but to the mass public. Even though not everyone had 4K TVs, it was still available to the mass public. And it's been available for the mass public for about what, last 3-4 years now? Correct me if I'm wrong. So in another 3 to 4 years, it's not too far-fetched to see an 8K console. That's my mindset. In another 8 years, it won't be 8K 60 for sure, but to get it to run at 8K 24, 8K 29, or 8K 30, that is not a far-fetched idea, especially with how technology grows. It's like to hit a new epsilon in technology, you get there faster than the last generation these days, because they're finding faster and better ways to reproduce it for the mass public. So when all it is stretching out those pixels, and if they can stretch out those pixels enough and find a way to mass produce this in a way that it could be profitable enough for both the consumer and the company, then I don't see how an 8K console is so far-fetched. And if it's not, and I said in my primetime video, I said, if not the PS5, I could definitely see this. In my opinion, I could definitely see this for the PS5 Pro, which will probably be another 2 to 3 years after that. Yeah. So within another 7 to 8 years, yes, I can see us gaming in an 8K generation. But my other idea is that I could see Nintendo. I could see Sony taking the Nintendo route and going out and becoming a hybrid, but they will do it at a much graphical upgrade to the point where they're 4K 60.
The thing is, yeah, 8K is pretty much available now, but at a couple grand. You know what I'm saying? The average household is not going to spend, a couple grand on an 8K TV.
But that's thinking now.
The average gamer is not going to spend a couple grand on an 8K TV.
But that's thinking now, though.
I just did a quick Google, and
13,000.
I'm just reading this real quick, right? In terms of cost, Samsung has yet to announce any kind of official pricing for its first commercially available 8K TV, but expected to cost a pretty penny. It's top of the line Q9 series, QLED 4K Ultra HD TVs start at $3,300, and that's for 65 inches. The 75-inch model for that is about $5,300, right? So that's just 4K. That's just a 4K TV. You know what I'm saying? Imagine how much an 8K TV is gonna cost. Like, if this is just me, right? Like, and this is from a consumer, not even. And I'm a Sony fan, right? But if I were to see a PS5 come out and they were like, it can do 8K. What the hell does that mean for me? I could barely afford a 4K TV. I'm waiting for Super Bowl. I'm saying to get my hands on something. What is 8K gonna do for me, bro? Like,
what I'm saying, you're thinking right now
8K unless you're like super rich. You
know
what I'm saying?
You're thinking right now.
What's the point? What's the point? What's the use? Nobody's gonna be able to play anything in 8K. You're not even gonna.
But you're thinking right now. Your whole narrative is based on 2018. I'm saying 2021 and beyond.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
How much do you think an 8K TV is gonna cost in 2021?
I have no idea, because how technology evolves. Technology evolves so fast, things become cheaper faster than expected. That's where I'm getting at. The fact that how technology evolves and things become easier and easier to mass produce, then it becomes a lot cheaper at a faster rate. That is my point. And the likelihood, I'm not saying it will happen, but it's not a far-fetched idea to say in 4 to 7 years, we will see 8K. That is not a far-fetched idea. In 4 to 7 years from now. That's next gen.
I mean, I'll disagree with you on that one, but we'll
see.
Disagree for that one.
We'll see.
I'm just saying. VR.
I mean, I could bet you 100. by the time PS5 come out, there's not going to be no affordable 8K TVs for the average.
You don't think it's going to be an affordable 8K TV in 4 to 7 years, bro?
I don't know, man. I gotta go with chips right now, man. Like, I think there'll be affordable 4K TVs in about a year and a half. But 8K, I don't know.
I just read something on Google about the top of the line 4K TV costing $5,300. Even a basic 4K TV is still a lot of money. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Even all right, think about it like this. The top of the line 1080p TV or even a monitor now is still somewhat affordable. It's a pretty penny, but it's affordable. Time out, you can get it.
Time out. So Dumb Guy Gaming says 8K is going to be affordable at the end of PS5 Live. He says that's his opinion. Dumb Guy has a lot of good opinions, so I'm going to lean on Dumb Guy here. And then Stitched says full pink dread versus full pink beard. Make the bet.
No.
You see, I was thinking about it. I'd do it.
I would it. I would it.
See all of this? I'd do it. Full pink.
I wouldn't do it.
And I work in corporate America. Full pink, bro. And when my bosses ask me, what are you doing? Yo, I lost the bet. I'm saying that's life. Sometimes you gotta take an L, sometimes you take a L. But when you take an L, you take an L like a man. And you own up to your bet. You gotta honor it.
So Abaddon, you saying that Abaddon's not willing to take L's like a man? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, I take L's. I just don't bet.
If he's not taking a full pink dread and a full bet. I bet. What's up?
Listen,
I'm telling you right now, I'm not betting my beard to be any color with either one of y'all. Here's the deal with because when I make a bet, I always lose. I stopped betting. A long time ago.
Nah, for real though, I'm saying I'm looking at it at between 4 to 7 years is not too far fetched. Like we're already in. If 8K wasn't already out there, the fact that it's already out there now, I can see where within the next 4 to 7 years is possible. Because to your argument of yes, TVs, but it depends on what type of device you're looking at. Now there are phones that can already output 4K 60. And those phones are all under $1,000, and that's in 2018. So again, it all depends on the hardware and the parts that go into making that hardware, and how it's gonna translate and how it's gonna work. Now, buying an 8K television set, there are people. Listen, there are people who spend as much as what they can on a 4K setup. You wouldn't be surprised. Like as of right now, there's still not many people who have 4K gaming. Did that stop Sony and Microsoft coming out with 4K capabilities? No. So why do we think it will stop them in the next generation? If it was able to be mass produced.
Future proofing. That's what they're doing here. Future proofing. But I will say this much. VR is
8K talk.
I can see the VR though.
Man. It's gonna be VR, man. It has to be VR. But let's go ahead and move on to the competition of Sony, and that would be Xbox.
That, people need to hit that like button so you can get 10 likes.
Yes, sir. Hit that like button. Let's get this to 20 likes. Appreciate that. Shout out, Abaddon. Anime Boy Songs. What's going on, bro? Appreciate you for stopping by. I'm doing good, man. We're doing great. So let's talk about this whole Xbox. So Xbox, rumors were earlier this year, like not even earlier. It was like maybe just a few months ago, right? Like where the rumor was that they were gonna have two consoles this next generation. That was going to be the regular console, that was going to be the powerful console, and then they're going to have their version of cloud gaming. They were calling that, everybody was calling that the Xbox Scarlet Cloud. Well, that has now been announced. The cloud gaming portion, it'll be called Project X Cloud. You will be able to play Microsoft properties on mobile devices, whether that's your phone, your tablet. I mean, it's already on PC, but we can include PC on that. There'll be ways for you to experience those games there. Now, we don't know the specs, whether it's going to be 4K gaming, whatever. We don't know all that stuff. All we know is that they're working on ways to innovate, having your own controls on the phone, or be able to attach your Xbox, or be able to pair your Xbox controller with your device or whatever. So we have that there. We also know that Phil Spencer spent all last week in Japan, talking to devs and talking to people and forming relationships and trying to get stuff working there. So we see Xbox's moves here as far as their plans for the future. They are going with cloud gaming. They're still going to try to stick to the whole powerful console in the world narrative. And you see Phil in Japan trying to get support from Japan. So you see what they're laying down the work, as well as what we hear from Sony. So what do you guys expect to see from Xbox? What do you guys like what you're seeing from Xbox? All that stuff. Andrew, let's start with you, dog.
Okay, I love this. I think it's so great that Microsoft is doing this. It brings, like, to go with, like, just I'll use Fortnite as an example right now. So with Fortnite, you can play on anyone's console. Like, you don't have to have a PlayStation, play with the Switch and Xbox and so on. But now you don't need an Xbox to play a Microsoft game, which I think is amazing. Now everyone will have accessibility to it. If your friends want to play Halo and they have an Xbox and you just want to play on your phone, you can do that. I think this is an amazing thing, and it just gives more accessibility to the gaming market. I'm really excited for this, and I'll probably try it out myself.
All right, Abaddon, what you got?
I love the idea because, again, I feel as though this is Microsoft's way to alienate themselves from the competition in a way, and to provide value to the consumer in a way that makes them unique. You know, being able to stream your games onto any device you have, whether it's your phone, your tablet, or even your PC, is really good. I know for me and myself, you know, during the daytime, my son likes to watch Disney Junior, right? So during the daytime, I really can't play games like Spider-Man, or I can't play games like Kingdom Hearts, mainly because he's using the TV. And, you know, there's sometimes I may not want to play my Switch. I may want to play a game on my PlayStation 4. Had I had an Xbox and had the Xbox Cloud service, I could transfer that game and stream it straight from my phone, on my computer right here, or on the tablet that's in the room. I have other options. And to me, it's a really family-oriented idea. And I'm not sure, they probably discussed this and everything, but it's an incredibly good family-oriented idea. Like, this is really going to sell well for households. If anything, this is taking the Wii U's idea of transferring your game to the tablet to the screen so people can watch TV. This is taking that idea, but putting that on steroids. It's like putting the Switch's mobility more effective in your own home, whereas you don't even have to keep using the Switch, whereas if you don't want to sacrifice the quality of your big screen TV, you can go to your 4K monitor on your computer screen and play that same game at a really good quality. So it really amplifies a streamlined service to the point where you could enjoy quality and you can have options on how you play.
It is great. It is great. What about you, Chips? What you got?
So I need some clarification on this because I'm still kind of like lost in the sauce.
All right.
Just briefly explain to me what it is. Do you need another Xbox system in order to stream?
They have not confirmed that. The confirmation was they were going to do an actual console where it was just going to be hardware, a little box. You streamed it from that. That was the initial rumor. But now it seems like now they're just coming out. Now it's available on any sort of tablet or phone as long as it can push the game. So it doesn't seem like you need an extra set of hardware for that in this case.
So
I think this is box.
So if I wanted to do the Xbox streaming, right? All I got to do is just sign up for like Xbox Live, like on my computer, and then I'm good to go.
Seems that way. It seems like that's the route they're going with. They're trying to get people into their ecosystem at this point. So it does seem that would be that way.
At this point, they might as well just merge the Xbox department with the overall Microsoft department.
That seems to be rumors of that might be in the works ever since Phil Spencer got moved from head of Xbox to head of Microsoft Gaming, period. So that seems to be something that could possibly be happening. We don't know, but I mean, like you said, they seem to be more interested in getting people into the ecosystem more so than selling consoles. They're more interested in getting people into their games as a service more so than hardware at this point. And I mean, like I said, it's good to have those options. I still prefer the hardware. Me personally, that's me. I prefer to have the Xbox right here. I prefer to have my console here, but you know, they see things otherwise. They see how things are moving in the future. And I mean, you also see other companies wanting to do the same thing with Google trying to get into the streaming service as well. So there's something there with this whole cloud streaming thing. Yeah. And it seems like Microsoft's trying to get ahead of the curve on it.
Mm-hmm. If they do that, then I'm all for it, because
same here.
I don't want to buy another. I mean, well, not another. I haven't owned another Xbox console since the 360, but I don't want to buy an Xbox console. If I can basically have the entire Xbox library on my computer, I'm good. Because now I have access to all of their exclusive games, which is not much anyway. But I'll still be able to play those on my PC.
It's a win for people. Exactly. So you, like I said, you were there as somebody who has a PlayStation, you have a Switch, and you're like, I don't want to have an Xbox. There's no need. The exclusives are already short. They're working on their exclusives, but I still don't want to have another piece of hardware here. But if it's available here, I will play it. And it seems like that's their focus here, is the ecosystem, and that's what they want. And it's already changed your mind. Abaddon's like, yeah, that's great for me too. So I mean, they're just giving people the options there. And I mean, that's what people want, are these gaming options.
Dude, Chips, I can answer your question actually.
Oh, wait. All right. Before you do, I have another question, because this is interesting. If you don't have the Xbox console, right? And you want the Project X Cloud service on your computer, what is the payment? What's the cost for that?
I was going to get into
that. Go ahead and get into that, but I haven't seen the details on it.
So they use Microsoft Azure, which is basically their computing service. It's like an application where you could access everything, which will support 4G and 5G networks. So the fact that it supports 4G and 5G automatically tells you that you can go ahead and take this beyond your home, which is pretty big, actually. So they're trying to work on, they said they're working on a global streaming network. So if this is true and this is possible, I'm really interested in seeing what they're going to do with this. But yeah, that's really all I have to say. I got to look more into like Microsoft Azure, because it looks really interesting. But the one thing that I want to add to this conversation is, what are you guys' thoughts on this streaming service versus the Chrome streaming service?
I think Google is nobody to be messed with, but yes, Google is Google, because everybody says, oh, it's Google, it's gonna work, right? Like, everybody has said that. But I think that yes, it is Google, and Google's no one to be messed with, but Google has not been in the gaming industry ever.
That's gonna tank.
They never been in there ever. So
have you guys seen Assassin's Creed Odyssey ran on Chrome?
I saw it and it looks really good. It looks really well, but once again, they don't have experience there, and they don't have exclusives there. The thing that's like what Chips just said, the things what's going to get people on this is the fact that you can play Halo, you're going to be able to play Crackdown, you're going to be able to play Forza, you're going to be able to play their IPs that are coming out in the future.
100 grand, you're right.
There. The Google service is, hey, you can play Assassin's Creed. Okay, well, I can play Assassin's Creed anywhere else. Why would I do that? You know what I mean? So that's, once again, we hear why Sony is winning, because Sony has all the exclusive titles here, right? So if Xbox does the same thing, makes it readily available, I mean, that's going to be great. We have a new sub. Let's see here. Is it
welcome,
Garris Haven? Thank you so much for that sub. Appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Real quick, Nick, shout out to the Yellow Kazoo raid.
Yellow Kazoo raid. What's up,
Shout out.
Let's go, raid. Let's go. Michael Trisciani in the house. What's going on, bro?
Hey, bud.
As we get the Raiders in here, I did not see the raid, so thank you for being on the ups there.
Yeah, just
appreciate you.
Welcome.
So welcome everybody coming from the raid. We are talking about Sony and Xbox and their plans for next gen, and we're talking about currently right now Xbox and their cloud service. And I mean, yeah, so this is a big deal if it works out for Microsoft. It really is, at least to me. I'm a big fan of Microsoft.
Cool. Ninja Rex, he is family friendly. Well, you're family friend, right, Nick?
Yes, we are family friendly We don't have. Let me put it this way. I'm family. We try to be family friendly as the best that we can be. If we make mistakes, we make mistakes, but we want to be friendly. We want to be family friendly. We're not gonna have any toxic people here. We're not gonna have any crazy sayings here. We're not gonna be out here, splurting words left and right. So yes, in a sense, yes, we are family friendly, but we all make mistakes. Let's put it that way. Let's put it that way. We all make mistakes, but yes. So, I mean, go ahead.
My bad to cut you off, but really quick, the Google Chrome gaming streaming service, whatever they got, I think that's gonna tank. It reminds me of when Nokia tried their hand at the gaming market and how quick that blew up.
Oh, the Engage.
Yeah, because remember Nokia was top of the line phones back in the day. They were the most desired, the most sturdiest, the best running phones, and then they jumped into the gaming market with the Engage, and then
just tanks.
you barely hear of Nokia now. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what it did. So if Google, I'm not saying this is gonna happen to Google, but if they try to jump into this whole video game stream service, and then they tank, is gonna be a major hit.
Definitely, most definitely.
is savage, bro. Did you see what she just said in the chat?
So long as you're not like a certain Nintendo YouTuber who hit a bong on stream for his birthday recently, I'm sure you're friendly enough. Yep, I saw that.
Woo, that was savage.
I told you about that, nigga, when we was streaming. I saw that.
Yes, but so yeah. I mean, wow. So let me get you guys' thoughts here real quick. What do you guys think about the reports that Phil Spencer's in Japan? Like, what do you think that means for Xbox? Are you excited that they're doing that? What do you think that this means for, Xbox and Microsoft?
Yes, I'm excited for it. He needs to be there. He needs to develop.
Phil Spencer has turned Xbox around.
Yes, he has.
It's come a long way. The whole Xbox and Microsoft thing, they've had quite a few stumbles, but they've come a long way and they're getting better and better. When I saw their presentation, while I'm not, I wasn't too amped for it, I can see what they're trying to do, and as a gamer, I can appreciate it. So he definitely needs to be in Japan and strengthen those relationships, because it's not selling out well in Japan.
True.
Yeah, ever since the release of the original Xbox.
All of those brand new Xboxes are collecting dust. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants them. But, if he gets more, more Japanese developed games on there, and, it runs pretty well, I think, it's going to start to make a steady climb.
Yeah, I agree. Because like I said, you said the E3 presentation, like I was the same way. Most of the titles that they showed were all third-party titles anyway. But the fact that they got to show them first, they revealed Devil May Cry, they revealed the Jump Force, they revealed Sekiro. They like all those things happened there first. It seems like you can tell that they're trying at least. Xbox is trying. Remember this generation with the old membership, the old leadership, they didn't care. They didn't even care about gaming. They didn't even care about even making relationships like that. They just wanted you to have your Xbox there to be your one stop for entertainment, and it failed epically. And they even had the whole thing, well, if you don't like the Xbox One, we got a console for you, and that's the Xbox 360, which was the absolute wrong thing to say at that point, dude. Absolute wrong thing to say. But it seems like you said, Phil Spencer's turning it around.
We do have another system. He was so convinced that he was so convinced that was a good thing to say, though. That's what got me. He was like,
I was crying. I was crying when I saw that.
Yeah, when he said that, I literally looked and I was like, this man really just said that. Like, you thought that was so okay.
Much conviction in his face. Like, he didn't shake or nothing. He was like, oh yeah, we have another system for that. It's called the Xbox 360. I was like,
his confidence level was out of this world for that one.
Hey, and guess what? He gone and everybody else is gone, and Phil Spencer's turned the thing around. And like I said, it bodes well for gaming, like you said, Chips, for gamers in general. If all these companies are doing well, we all prosper. Whether it's Xbox doing this cloud thing, whether it's Xbox making all of their property available on whatever platforms. That's good. Whether it's Sony doing what they're doing, still killing it with the exclusives, pushing Xbox to make exclusives like they are doing now, pushing Nintendo to do what they're doing, with Nintendo doing the Switch, and Nintendo's batting back. If all three of these companies are going in this round robin, in this battle royale, we all prosper for it. That's what we need. We need the big three to be the big three again.
Yep.
Anybody else have anything else to say?
Yeah, just going back with all of us benefiting, like even with just Sony announcing the crossplay, it just seems like we're in such a great generation now to be in gaming, and there's just so many cool things that are going to happen, cool things that we don't know about. And what's that YouTuber? Switchcraft. Like, it's a great day to be a gamer. So I'm excited. Like, this is honestly it's a fun time to be a gamer.
It is.
Definitely. It really is. And at this point, like, yes, we have so many games coming out. Me and Abaddon always complain, like, my wallet, bro. My wallet hurts. The money that I don't even have is already screaming. The money that's coming in from my paycheck is already screaming, like, why are you letting me go? Like it's yes, it is crazy.
No regrets.
Oh my gosh.
No regrets.
Whoa. But like we can all complain about, man, there's so many games, but just remember 3 years ago we were complaining that there were no games. So it's a great time. It's a great time for gaming. It's a great time for all these games coming out and all these ideas. Yeah. I am looking forward to it. Love it. And without further ado, that's going to be the last topic and the end of the podcast. Yellow Kazoo, thank you so much. Let me click on my face here. Thank you so much. I really mean it for the raid. I really do appreciate you. Appreciate all of the Kazoo raiders that stop by. You guys are awesome. Thank you for hitting the like button and the subscribers and all that stuff. We appreciate you. Let's go ahead and get these outros rolling here. Let's start with the homie Abaddon Smith. Let the people know what you do, all that good stuff. Handles in the description box, but I will also post it in the chat if you guys would like to subscribe as well. Go ahead, Abaddon.
So I make games about video. I make games. I make games about games.
Whoa, this is news to me. This is like, whoa.
Review copy.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Let's rewind. Let's rewind. All right, let's start it over again. I make videos about video games, and I give gaming news, do gaming opinions, and do podcasts here. I have a podcast every Friday night, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know, Nick's on there too. Sometimes Chips is on there. Super Andrew, I gotta have you on there soon. So we're going to go ahead and turn it up a little bit more. I have a few more things for you guys that I want to plan out throughout the coming weeks. And I just want to try out some things with the channel, because after hitting that one, someone just subscribed to mine. I got the notification from Daquan Mayo. Thanks for subbing, homie. We're growing, and I'm just really appreciative of all you guys who are watching and know me. Thank you for all your support. My computer's still in the shop. That's another update I need to give you guys. It just hit California, and they told me they received it on Friday. So they're gonna probably work on it all throughout this week, and then we'll hopefully see it within the last week in October. I'll get my computer back so we can go ahead and get some live streams back, play Overwatch and a whole bunch of other games. And last but not least, I'm considering moving some of my gaming streams to Twitch. I'm considering it. I'm considering that.
Abaddon is seeing the light just a little bit. He's seeing it just a little bit and joining me over there in the Twitch nation. I see you, homie. I see you.
So it's a thought, but what I would do, I would keep the multiplayer games on YouTube where I can interact with you guys a little bit more. But some of the single player games, I might move them over to Twitch, or I may keep them over on YouTube. Who knows? Because some of you guys like watch me play games like Octopath, stuff like that. So we're going to keep it rolling. And that's all I got to say. Thank you for watching.
Right. Chips and Sticks.
Yo. So I am Chips and Sticks. I'm here with my main man Squirtle, as I'm always there doing live streams and Let's Plays. I live streamed basically Thursday mornings at 2 a.m. right? Because I'm doing it after I come home from work. I'm a night owl, so you know that's what's happening. And I also live stream on Sundays at midnight. I'm doing Kingdom Hearts. So right now I'm on the 1.5 final mix. I'm gonna go all the way up until Kingdom Hearts 3. I am covering all of those games, and I'm going to do them episodically. So you know, that way it speeds up the process a little bit for you guys. I don't want to show you guys the horrible Keyblade skills. I'm saying because I'm a little rusty. I ain't gonna front. I'm a little rusty. You know, it's called the Keyblade struggles, and you know, I make you quiet. Squirtle Squad, yes, Nuts said it. Squirtle Squad. So I do videos on video games as well. You know, the topics that I'm most passionate about. So you know, come on over to the Squirtle Squad. You know, subscribe. We'd be happy to have you. And that's it. Thanks for subbing. Yeah.
All right. So you said that you stream Sundays at midnight. So does that mean that you'll be streaming in about 40 minutes?
Tonight, yes.
All right.
40 minutes. Be streaming. And yep, I'll be banging my Keyblade over Jafar's head tonight. So yeah, that's what's gonna happen.
All right, there you go. So everybody hit that subscribe button and hop on over there in about 40 minutes to watch my boy stream that Kingdom Hearts. Yes, sir. And last but not least, Super Andrew 64. Let him know, man.
All right. Hey, everyone. I'm Super Andrew 64. And for my channel, I like to do kind of a bit of everything. I like to do product reviews, streaming. As for videos coming up, I have, again, like the Hori Joy-Con D-pad controller. I'll do a review on that. I actually have a little modification to my, I purchased a right Joy-Con today, and I'm going to do a little modification on it that I don't think anyone has done. So look for that in the coming weeks. And I am going to try to start streaming a little more. I know I haven't been that active on YouTube lately, just been busy with work and everything, but I really appreciate if you guys would check me out, watch some of my videos, and give me a like, comment, subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And thanks again for having me on the podcast, Nick. I really enjoy it, and just helps me become a better YouTuber. And have a one-up night.
Always, man. Always. And you know who it is. You see me. You see my face. You see it. This is Nicktendo Direct. So, much like Abaddon says he's considering going to Twitch, I'm taking my game streaming to Twitch. I will still be doing the daily live shows. I will still do exclusive streams sometimes for YouTube. But for the most part, the game streaming is going to Twitch. And just to be honest, it just creates better opportunities for me. So that's why I'm doing that. So I'm going to go ahead and post that link there. Well,
also, sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but I want to thank Daquan Mayo for subscribing to me. I really appreciate it.
Sure. So there you go. So the link's there. So if you have Twitch, go there, hit that follow button. That's where I will be doing my game streaming, and make sure you get those notifications as well. If you are new here, hit the subscribe button, notifications as well. Like I said, we do the daily live show, 5:30 Central, 6:30 Eastern, Monday through Thursday, and then we have the podcast here on Sundays. I have some other things that I might do throughout YouTube, like I said, but you guys know. So there you go.
Nick,
what's up?
I have someone that we could raid.
Who we got? You
got the homie George.
All right, you go ahead and post that link in the chat. So after we're done here, we're gonna go home raid the homie George. So when you get in there, type in Nicktendo Direct Raid or Nicktendo Raid, whichever one y'all want to do. So in the homie Nick, it's been Abaddon, it's been Chips, it's been Super Andrew Salty.
Nick,
what's up?
Did you unmod me?
No, I didn't unmod you.
Yo,
yeah,
there's no right.
Yeah, he did.
Hold on, let me find you in the chat. Hold on. I didn't unmod you. Or you say something in the chat real quick.
Oh, never mind. Never mind. You know what? You know what it was? Seriously, this computer is whack. Like, literally, I went to his channel to go ahead and I think he's about to stop. Hold up. I hope he's not stopping. Like, this computer sucks.
He's always your player 2. Is he still streaming?
Your player 2's not streaming no more.
Ah, man. All right. Well,
yeah, that was number 1. That was the first person I wanted you to stream. But it looks like George is stopping.
All right. Well, I don't have anybody on my friends list that's streaming right now. But we can all raid Chips in about 30 minutes or so. That's the plan. So everybody go
Raid Chips.
Everybody go to Chips' channel.
Make sure you all sub and hit that bell so when I go live, you can jump in, come and hang out.
Nuts says, what about T-Belly? I don't see T-Belly.
T-Belly's alive?
Yeah, he is.
All right, somebody post that link in there for T-Belly. I don't see it.
It's hard for me to I miss my computer, man.
I bet.
PC struggles, yo.
Let me type T-Belly. That's T. Hold that wrong, but. Somebody get that in there.
So, Abaddon. What?
So it's Panic Button that's porting Warframe to the Switch.
Oh yeah, you didn't know that?
For some reason, no, they already did that. You know what? I didn't know that. I thought that was on news. You're right. That is old.
He's playing Super Mario Party right now.
William Gamer is streaming too. He's streaming Yeah, but yeah, we got T-Belly, so let's go with T-Belly.
All right, post the link here. That's T-Belly right there. Everybody click on that link. Go to T-Belly, say Nicktendo Raid. Let them know what's up. Appreciate y'all. Like I said, it's been Nicktendo, Chips, Abaddon, Super Andrew, the homie Saltiest Gaming. Not be here. He'll be here next week. We already talked. He just had some things come up. Technical issues, all that good stuff. So we appreciate y'all. We'll be back next Sunday. We are out this thing. Let's go.
Peace.